All right, check out this next bike I'm bringing up on the hoist. Now, it depends on your vintage. You'll remember this from a very iconic movie with Mr. Tom Cruise. Now, I don't want to say the name of the movie just in case I infringe on copyright, blah, blah. So first word, opposite of bottom. Second word, a pistol is a type of, yeah, here it is, the 1984 Kawasaki GPZ900R, as seen in that movie. I gave you the description, a cryptic description of, so they infringing copyrights. Tom Cruise in it, think plane, jet fighter, runway, no helmet. And dun, 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 dun. Anyway, here it is. So it's in here for a few things. First off, it was not starting every now and again. I did find someone put the wrong, too long of a battery bolt, simple stuff, cross-threaded the little nut inside the battery. The bolt was bottoming out inside the battery and all the terminals are loose. So sorted that issue out. And every now and again it doesn't start. Like you press it and it'll just go tick, tick. So I've got to look at that starter solenoid. That's my next aim. Did notice, found out the hard way. I thought I'll take this bike for a ride down the road to the local bike shop, get some parts from another bike. So I thought I'll ride this to get a basis before I touch it because it's not running right. I've got to sort it out. It's got some aftermarket Mikuni's high performance carburetions. So I've got to sort that out. And if you notice, I'll have to do a close-up because the fuel tap actually hits on the bar that holds the Carbies together. So you can't switch the fuel tap to on. So I was always running on reserve. So I took for a ride, fuel gauge says 3/4 full, no, plenty of fuel, it's only down the road. I got a set of lights, probably about 3 kilometres from the shop, and the bike stopped and wouldn't start again. That's when I found out the battery terminal bolt was wrong, and yeah, did not want to start. So I pushed it to the bike shop. I used to work there, so the boys at Motor City were very helpful, lent me some tools. Took the seat off, fixed up the battery, looked inside the tank, and old matey Ron goes, no fuel. So, but the gauge top has got fuel. It's lying to me. So we've got a new fuel sender unit coming. Last one in Australia, he found one, or the boys at Motor City found one. The last one in Australia, so it's got that coming. So it's had a tank liner done. So I think whoever's done a tank liner has lined the fuel sender in situ and probably glued the arm. So yeah, that's my thought. And brakes, we've got to sort out the brakes because it does not want to stop. So that's what is on the agenda for this old girl. I've looked at the brakes and calipers. It's not going to be fun because I've got to undo the brake lines because the brake lines are hard fixed. And then anyway, that's my dilemma. All right, guys, let's get it done. Okay, guys, first things first. Side covers, seat. Going to take the tank off. I just got the fuel sender unit. I'll go and get it. Give me a sec. So, big shout out to Obsolete Motorcycle Parts. Now, we found out these guys had one of the last fuel gauge sender unit. So here's their card here. Dave and Marge Redford, Yamaha. So they keep a lot of old parts there, all the details there. Now, don't call them before 10. I've been told they like to sleep in. I get it. I'm Portuguese, I like my siesta. So look at this. This is the original, last one in existence, fuel gauge. I had a quick peeky boo before. How cool is this? Go Kawasaki. Bit of cardboard. Oh, look, bit of foam. It's probably asbestos, but no, it's not. I'm only joking. So that, brand new, never been used. You don't see that now. It's so good. I like it. I get excited by OEM parts. New old stock, as they call it. NOS. All right, so enough farting around. Let's get this tank off, side cover off, and get the show on the road. All right, you would have seen me super speedily take everything apart. Now, one of the first things I'm going to do, I'm going to take the plugs out, and then I'll get my boroscope camera to have a look, have a squizzy, and see what the bores are like and the valves and all that sort of stuff. I think I'm recording. Let's have a look. Yeah. So I've got these Carbies ready to come out. Now the spark plugs look very dark. that one. So, oh, these plugs. There you go. Very sooty plugs. So I'll go for a ride, get some fresh plugs. Had a look down the bore. It's not too bad. Not too bad for a bike. That's what, 40, it's a 41? Yeah. Wow. Yeah, that makes sense, 41. Because I'm 52 or 73, this is 84. 41, that's crazy. I think I remember an 84. What was I doing? No idea, probably in school. So what we're going to do is get these Carbies out. Just going to pop these bowls off and have a look at the jetting. It seems to be running really rich. All right. Well, those of you guys know, know me, I always like to drain the bowls. So I'm just going to show you, this is a clean white cup. Now these have got these little caps in the bottom of the fuel. Yeah, look at that. The customer did say he had one morning was dripping fuel, and I said, I'll take for a ride, the vibration might sort it out. It's just probably some foreign object. But here's another one, I'll do it live. Yeah, you saw that, that's more muck. So they're all got muck in them. Ugh, fuel everywhere. It's a red hot mess. So all the jets have been cleaned, these come up really, really nice. And I've said it before in other videos, get one of these little strainers. So I use these cups to clean the jets, and then you put the strainer on top, rinse it out so you don't lose a jet down the drain. Done that before. So the Carbies all nice and clean. The seats have been polished. It's hard to see. So they're all polished, ready to go back in. So just got to be careful. So that's all ready to go. So the bowls are clean, jets are clean. So I'll put it on time lapse and put this back together, and then back in the bike and see how we go. I'm not sure you can see this, but I'll put my hand there as a background. So these little power jet, I don't know what you would call it, little squirters. It's got a tiny little hole. I've had to mark the hole with a texter under a magnifying glass because I can't see it. So when I put them back in, it's facing the right way. So they've got 4 of them, 2 of them were blocked. So, and also the little air jets were blocked too. I'll see if I can show them. I'll show them in a second. So in the front of the Carbies, you've got these 2 holes here. This is the blank off. Oh, there you go. That was a thing I was just showing you before. These little sprays, I guess. It sprays a bit of fuel straight down the Carbie when you jam it on. There's a rod here when you push it, when you accelerate, pushes a piston. Anyway, these little air jets, there's 2 spots for it. So this one's blanked off, and this one here's gets the air in and mixes it with the emulsion tube. A couple of these are blocked, and it's typical because, yeah, air filter goes on, it's got pop filters and a lot of oil and all the fun stuff. So they were fun to get out. So they're out, they're cleaned, they're going back in. So putting these Carbies back together, I made a really stark discovery. I put the accelerator cable where it was before, and what was happening when I was turning the throttle. All right, see here. You see the thread of the accelerator cable right there? Right, that was sticking down too far because the adjustment wasn't right. So when you turn the throttle, it'll come up. See how that just misses it? It's got a fair bit camera angle. It was stopping there. So you weren't getting full throttle. Now, we're getting full throttle. So yeah, that's a fun little find. It was a pain in the ass to do, but all right, now I'm slot these back in and hook up sinks onto here and go from there. All right, much happier now, sitting around 8. Oh, 8. I'm not watching the camera. And you can hear it too. It's got that lumpy idle to it. Probably a little bit rich. Yeah, a bit rich. I'll play with that now. It is all ready to go. Take it for a quick test ride. Sounds so good. Here we go. Aboard the Top Gun bike. Oh, that makes good noises. The acceleration on this thing is insane. And the brakes work heaps better. I didn't do a video of it when I first rode it But now that the carbs are clean and they're synced and they're doing all the things they should do and the jets are doing their jet things, it's so crisp. But you just twist it a bit. I think I'm in third gear. I think first, second. Yeah, I was in third gear then. Man, this thing is unbelievable. Wow. Whoa. Gosh, this is fun. The sound this thing makes, the acceleration is nuts. I'm going to end this test ride shortly. No point going too far. Got stuff to do, people to see. Oh, the brakes work. The old brakes were coated in fork oil and pads, I should say, and it was so woody, so dangerous. It actually went faster. Now, I'm not sure if you can hear this thing. It just, whoa. Well, that wraps it up. Non-successful test ride. Just going to bump the idle up a bit. Stay tuned. Subscribe for the next one. Catch you guys.